Hi girls, so today I will teach you how to make the substitutions. So first of all, you need to download an app, MyFitnessPal app. So you can add the foods there and check the calories and check the macros. On this app, you can log in all the foods, you can log in your calories, you can check the macros, you can log in your weight. But my suggestion for you is use this app just to check when you're gonna do a substitution, to check if the calories and the macros are the same. Because if you start to log in all the foods, all the meals, you will lose a lot of time. And I know you have a busy day. You have to work, you have to take care of your family, of your kids. You have no time. And if you start to log in everything, it's crazy. So my suggestion for you is to do this before. Like, I wanna eat that later. I wanna eat that tomorrow. How can I substitute? So try to do this before. So I'm showing on the computer, but on the cell phone it's almost the same. So for example, I added here the Power Crunch vanilla bar, and I wanna eat something different instead of the protein bar. So I have to eat the same amount of carbs, fat, and protein. So girls, almost all the foods, it's not just one macro, okay? So for example, cheese, eggs, they have protein and fat. Yogurt have protein and carbs. Some yogurts, they have protein, carbs, and fat. So it's not very easy to be exactly, but you have to try the best, the most close to the numbers. And you see, it's a little difficult, take time. So because of that, it's difficult to do this every day, every time. Rule number 1, try to not touch on the protein. For example, you have in your breakfast bread, eggs, and fruit. You don't want to eat the bread, but try to still have the protein and just have another food instead of the bread. For example, oats, for example, fruits, because bread, it's rich in carbs, so you can have another food rich in carbs. So it will be easier for you if you don't change the protein. But if you want to change the protein, if you want to change all the meal, for example, you have a pancake with peanut butter. So to make the pancake, you use it eggs, you use it oats, and you have the peanut butter. So you have the 3 macronutrients on that meal. You have protein from eggs, you have carbs from oats, and you have fat from peanut butter. To be easier for you, try to hit first your protein goal on that meal. So first, choose another food rich in protein, and then you find another food to hit the carbs or to hit the fat, because we have less foods rich in protein and much more foods rich in carbs, rich in fat. And when you choose the protein, you dictate the other foods that you can eat together with that protein. So let's go. So girls, you can use this image to help you on your substitutions, okay? So here we can find the foods rich in carbs, okay? This is not everything true. Like for example, oats has a little of protein. It's not here. The correct, if oats, it will be here. But it's difficult to find an image very correct. And because especially in processed foods, it's almost everything together, carbs, protein, and fat. But when we talk about natural foods like fruits, like pumpkin, corn, or chicken, fish, nuts, oils, it's more easier, it's not all the macros together. But when we want to substitute some processed foods, it's always we have everything together. Remember that I'm not logging all my meals, all my foods. So I use this food diary just to make the substitutions, not to log in the foods. So let's remember Power Crunch, vanilla. We have carbs, fat, and protein, and we want to change. So remember I told you, if you will change everything, try to choose first your protein to hit the protein goal on that meal. So I will add here at meal 2. It will be easier for me to compare here when I make the substitution. So let's go. I want to add food. I'm gonna add here egg because I know egg has protein and fat at the same time. And I know the protein bar has protein and fat. So I'm gonna add here. See, I'm very close now. 14 protein, 13, 2 eggs. I'm very close. But I need to hit the carbs. Before was 10 and now I have 1. So I need 9 grams of carbs. So I think I'm gonna add some fruits because fruits, it's just carbs. So let's go. I will add my fruit here. I want to eat strawberries. Oops. And then I search here. I click here. Now here I put the quantity that I want to eat. Let's say 80 grams. And then look this, almost 10. So I think I still can have some carbs to hit. So I will increase here. Let's say this number now, if I can hit the carb. Look, now I have the same amount of carbs, the same amount of protein, just a little less of fat. You don't need to hit exactly the numbers like 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8. It's difficult. But try your best to hit the protein. Try your best to be close to fat and carbs. You will see sometimes the calories are not the same, but the macros are the same. What happened is that some foods they have more fibers and less fibers. And this can impact the numbers of the calories because fibers they are carbs. Carbs 1 gram it's 4 calories, but fibers has a little less. So I want you to see just the macros, okay? Try to hit the macros. So this is my substitution for power crunch. I know I'm eating 20 calories less because I'm eating a little less of fat, but I remember that I have to use a little bit of olive oil spray to make my eggs. So it's okay. I know I did this looks a little easier, but remember that I'm a professional, I'm a dietitian, I work with numbers and foods for a long time. But more you practice it, more it will be easier for you too. And more you study, more you read, it will be easier for you too. So when you go to the supermarkets, compare the labels, read the nutritional facts. And always when you have free time, try to play on MyFitnessPal app. Try to see what foods have the same macros, what foods can you have instead of that meal. And just to remember, first choose the protein and then choose the other foods rich in carbs and fat. It will be easier for you to hit the macros when you want to make a substitution. Bye bye, see you soon.